Hello, welcome to LOA UK. I'm Nicola. I'm looking forward to hopefully in a few moments being joined by our friend Udana Stephanie. We're going to talk about how she first started receiving Solarum, and hopefully we will invite her along to hopefully bring Solarum through. That's the plan. I'm just waiting for her to join me now. I'm really looking forward to this. This is something I've been wanting to do for quite a while. Just hoping that she's here somewhere. +1, that says. Let's see who that is. Doesn't say. If you're not aware of who Solarum and Stephanie Udana are, I've been sharing their work in the group for quite some time. Solarum is the entity that Udana Stephanie channels, and she doesn't appear to be with us at the moment. There we go. Okay, she's going to be with us momentarily. Bear with us. Good old technology, still learning to use it. But yeah, this should be good fun. I'm really looking forward to this. She's just going to come along any moment. Still waiting. I've got a few questions that I've already decided on asking Solarum, should she bring them through. But if you have anything you'd like to ask, then please pop something in the comments, and as long as there's a chance, we'll get round to asking that for you too. So hopefully she'll be along shortly. I won't take that message just now. Hopefully she's going to join us on Facebook in just a moment. Co-creating at its best. Oh, tell us about me. Bless you, Sharon. Hello, darling. I am just living in the UK. I have been interested in learning about law of attraction and the greater spiritual matters for probably 4 years or so since I first watched The Secret. That's the starting point for a lot of us, isn't it? So let me just see if we can invite Stephanie along now. Invite to broadcast. A few questions, Sharon, bless you. I started this group to join us together, more like minds, more searching minds, inquiring minds, and people finding the answers to their questions, insights, inspirations. It's different for all of us, I know that. Hello, darling. Hello.
Hello.
How?
Trying to.
Let me move back to the comment. Oh, bless you. It's so good to see you, finally.
Yay, we did it.
We have the technology.
Yay, it's amazing. It's truly amazing. It's good to see you.
How's your day, darling?
Beautiful.
Nice to see you.
Just beautiful.
Yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
you must have our sunshine there today. We went to see you.
Do what?
You got our sunshine today because we don't have it.
Oh, yes, I have sunshine. I have
Good,
sunshine.
good.
I'm
Okay,
sitting
well,
out on my porch. So yeah, so it's all natural light that I'm getting right now. So.
Gorgeous. I'm really jealous. Bless you. Well, thanks ever so much for agreeing to do this live with me, Stephanie Udana. And I'm really grateful for this chance to talk to you about all your experiences, everything that you've gone through since you first started receiving Solarum. How long has it been now?
It's been a little over 8 years now.
8 years. That's fantastic. And
Yeah.
what were you doing when you first started hearing from them? Was channeling something you were interested in and had been looking into?
No. No, I was not interested in looking into it. I really did not like the idea of channelers at all. And I heard, well, I saw The Secret, like you were just mentioning. I saw The Secret, and when I saw Esther Hicks on there, and it said, Esther Hicks and then below it, it said the teachings of Abraham. And so I figured she must be an author, probably a Christian author, you know. and, but when I saw her, I knew her, and I couldn't figure out how I knew her. And I'm hitting my husband, going, "Where do I know her from? Where do I know her from?" And it finally dawned on me, I really don't know this woman with this strange accent, but I felt her, and I felt very connected to her. And it was later that someone told me that she was actually channeling. And I just thought, well, oh shit, because because I couldn't deny what I felt when she was speaking with Abraham. And so I did feel a lot of truth coming through in what she was sharing with Abraham. And so I was very interested then at that point with Abraham, but they never talk about it as channeling either. They don't. And I've had a problem with that word. At this point, I can use it because it helps people to have some understanding of what's happening. But yes, it's different from what I think many who are channeling are doing. But yes, I wasn't interested in channeling. And when they first started coming to me, I heard a voice right here beside my ear while I was writing. I was journaling one morning, and the voice told me to turn my paper over and to write upside down and backwards. And it was crazy, but I just started trying to do it. And I couldn't do it. It was all chicken scratch. And I said, I can't do this. And then all of a sudden, it was just this download just came into me, the understanding. And I started doing it. And they were telling me that it was a way to bypass my thinking mind to get their message onto the paper. And I was really cool with that. And my husband, when he later, and it was much later before I ever showed him, but when he saw the handwriting, he said, well, yeah, that's not you, because that's much better handwriting than you have. And it was upside down and backwards. So,
and what were their first messages? What were they wanted to share with you?
Well, they were mainly at that point, gosh, it was kind of letting me know who they were. And they actually, in those very first messages, told me they were Solarum, one who is plural, and that Solarum meant one who is plural. And I looked it up, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And so I just ignored it. And I completely discounted the name Solarum, but I stuck with one who is plural. So it was funny because later, as you know, I started, I adopted the name Aaron for them. And I would call them Aaron, one who is plural. And it was many years later that in a conversation with a friend, that name Solarum came to me again, and she felt like there was something important to it. She went to look it up, and when I went to look it up, I found it, and it did mean one who is plural. And that really changed things for me, because I realized that even in those very beginning moments with them, there was this great truth coming through that I couldn't recognize. And so it really helped my belief in them to realize that they had always been coming through with that purity. But when they were sharing the messages through the upside down and backwards writing, I thought that was great, because it was just me and these messages. And that was wonderful for me. And it was writing, and I've always loved writing. And then they started calling on me to speak. And I didn't want any part of that. I didn't want anything to do with that. And, and so I kept refusing, and my voice went away. And I started having throat issues. And I would cough, and I would have all kinds of problems with my voice for months that I kept doing this. I mean, I could talk a little bit, but whenever I would talk, I would cough. And finally I mentioned it to some friends online, and they were like, just do it, just do it. One of my friends said to me, she said, I see you as a gold medal swimmer, and I see you standing on the edge of the pool, afraid to dive in. But and to me that was so striking. And so I tried it on my own, and they came through, and they used words that I would never use, with meanings that I would never give to them. And that was the beginning. And luckily, all along the way, I've had these wonderful friends at different points, different friends who have just been so supportive and so helpful for me along the way. And that's been very important to me.
Is that how you got started, with getting your friends to ask them questions?
Yes. And actually, at that very first, the one friend said to me, why don't you ask them what fear is? And so that was the first question that I took to them. Then later, they would write me messages online. And so I would set up with my recorder, and I would read the messages, and then I would connect, and they would bring through the message. And so that's how it was happening at first. And for a long time, that was, well, not a very long time, but for a while, that was how I was most comfortable, because I was alone. No one could see me. No one could hear it. I didn't know what was going to be happening. And it was interesting, because one of my good friends in the beginning, she was Slovenian, and she sent me a little note. And the note wasn't necessarily a question so much as it was just an interest to see, to see what would come through for her. And when I connected, it was like was like my spirit and her spirit, and they were these old smoking buddies. They were these old men from another era who were sitting around smoking together and laughing. And hers was trying to convince mine that I should deliver the message in Slovenian. And I was in there going, no, I can't do it in Slovenian. And they laughed, and the message came through in English. And then at the end, there was some, what I always say is gobbledygook, that they wanted me to say. And I was inside, I'm like, nope, not going to say this gobbledygook. And they kept insisting. And so in my head, I thought, well, I can say it, so they'll leave me alone, but I can always cut it off the recording so no one will hear it. So I said it, and then I wrote a message to my friend, and I told her that there was some weird stuff at the end, and I kind of typed it out phonetically for her, and she said, you have to let me hear it. And it was actually Slovenian. Oh. And it was just a very short, like a word or two in Slovenian, but it delivered a powerful message to her. And it delivered a powerful message to me too, since it came in Slovenian. So it's been a very interesting journey.
Oh, bless you, honey. These so when you're bringing them through, where are you? Are you in this room with these smoking buddies, or are you aware of what they're saying?
Well, when I connect with them, and they brought this to me early on, because it's like I disconnect and I am brought into what they call and what I see as the balcony. And so the balcony is up here. It's up and back behind my head. And so my consciousness goes up into the balcony, and they sometimes when I'm very aware, they will come in over the balcony and swoop down as if center stage. And so they come to the forefront. And
Beautiful.
and I it doesn't happen as much anymore, but especially early on, I would be bickering with them about the messages. Like, oh, I can't say that. Oh, I don't know that. What if I say that and that's not right? And so there was a lot of back and forth at the beginning, and they would often have very long discussions with me, explaining things to me, but it never interrupted the flow of time. It was like our conversations were outside of time, because the message would keep coming through. But my experience of it was that we were having these big discussions.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so it was very, very interesting. And now I just did a group last week, and it was very interesting. Sometimes they'll give me little playthings up in the balcony to kind of distract me from what's going on. And at the end of the play group the other day, I recognized that my feet felt all tingly, and that I had a tree in the balcony with me, and I had been climbing the tree during the group.
Oh,
So, and
oh,
sometimes
that's
I have a
wonderful.
swing. Yeah, yeah,
Gorgeous. And tell me about the
yeah.
name that they gave you, babe, because that's really beautiful.
The name Udana?
Mm.
Oh, well, that was when we moved to Nashville, Tennessee. We had been living in Minnesota. And when we moved to Nashville, we were still living in a hotel. And I woke up in the middle of the night and was called to meditate. And when I went into meditation, I saw myself, I felt myself as someone else, as someone seemed very ancient times to me, very ebony skin, and these gorgeous braids. I could feel the weight of the hair up on my head. And the message was, I am Udana. I am Udana. And later, and I saw the spelling of it. And later when I looked up the spelling, what I found was that there was a Buddhist text by that name that loosely translated meant inspired utterances.
Oh,
And
that's beautiful.
yes, it was amazing to me. And I do not believe that it's pronounced the same way, but that was how I saw it, and I loved that message. And it was maybe 3 years or a little more later before I actually adopted that as my name. But for me, it was an indication that I'm stepping into who I am with Solarum.
It sounds like an ancient elemental type character, or a being of great power and wisdom, doesn't it? It really does. Spiritual
Yeah.
understanding.
Yes.
And
Yes.
their messages to you lately have been to share this work more, isn't it? They're getting quite insistent that you engage more with others and spread their
Yes.
messages. And what
Yes.
generally, I find
Yes.
the tone of the message very sweet. What generally is their message, Udana?
Well, they come through with so much love that even when they don't speak the words, the love just flows through. And that's one of the best things about being in my position, to allow them through, because I have all of this love flowing through me. And oh, it's bliss. It's truly bliss. And so, pardon me, so to connect with them, to feel that love from them, I think is a beautiful thing. They are speaking very much about us as vibrational beings, and how we create through our vibration, and we draw to us what's resonant with our vibration. So they really, that's very important. They speak also of us as triune beings, meaning that we are made up, when we're here in physical, we're made up of our physical being, our thinking mind, and our spirit self. And so we are the 3 in 1. And when we are fully living and acknowledging all 3, consciousness, body, and spirit, that is what they call the apex of bliss.
Oh, I like it. That's a nice,
yes,
beautiful phrase.
Yes, yes. And so,
bliss.
yes, and they speak of self-love as being very important for everything in our life, because when we are able to love ourselves fully, then we're resonant with love. And so everything that we're drawing to us is from that high vibration of love. So self-love is a very important key, very important key. And I see that Sharon is here, and I know she has helped me. She has been a wonderful friend. She has helped transcribe all of the group, the play groups that we have done. And so it's funny because she can often reflect back to me more of what their messages are than I can even, but yes.
Co-creating at its best. You talk about your groups, your play groups. You do these in the Treehouse group, and is it about once a month you do these?
Yes, I've been doing them about once a month. I'm hoping to start playing in new ways, because they're becoming very insistent about this. So there will be an evolution of things over the next few months. I have a new website. Well, I have the domain name, and the website is not there yet, but it will be a base for this community of having the information there, and to allow people to access that more easily.
You finding that the questions from the people in the group are evolving over each group? The people are leaving certain subjects. Everybody wonders where their money is or where their romantic relationship is, and they're actually becoming more spiritual in nature, or more evolved thinking in nature.
Well, it's very interesting. When I started with them, very many of the questions that they were receiving were about aliens, or traveling to other planets, or teleportation. And recently, more of the questions have been very personal in nature, and that's kind of one of the wonderful things about Solarum, is that they do get very personal with people, and they do, I have been in the experience with them where they have helped activate someone's memories of something they had forgotten they knew, or they had forgotten that they had experienced, and Solarum will help activate those memories for them. They do a vibrational answering, which sometimes it sounds like another language. Sometimes it sounds like singing, and it's just these tones. And when they bring through the vibrational answering, they say that it is delivering the vibration of the answer into the cells of your being as you listen to them, so that you become resonant with the answer, and you begin to draw to you more answers to help you with that. And that's really that they started out by using that with me because I had a hard time letting their answers for me through because I would doubt them before they came out. And so they just went right past the words and started with the vibrational answering.
That's fantastic. So, that's really wonderful.
Yes. Yeah. And really it's been wonderful because so many of the people who come to Solarum, I've had so many who've had their divine gifts really be activated, and they've really started standing more in the truth of who they are and sharing their gifts more fully also, which is beautiful.
That's fantastic. So that ultimately are going to help with the evolution of us individually and then collectively.
Yes.
That's really exciting. Yeah. What a nice thing to be a part of, babes.
Oh, wow. I'm so appreciative that I am in this position. Even though I pushed it away for a long time, I just could not be more happy. And I spent a good deal of time, mainly 2012, a lot of 2013, I spent in my closet. And I was trying to get rid of them at different points, but I was also hiding out from anyone else knowing about it. And when I began to open up and share a little bit more, I decided to start sharing some of the messages that they delivered to me personally, which I think that's part of the call now, is to deliver some of those messages, because although I feel that they're very personal, other people can hear them and feel it very personally for themselves also. And they can feel that call to their magnificence. And but I invited some people who would be interested in reading some of these messages, and I had some people join me, and I was sharing them on Facebook, and that group of people turned into what I now refer to as my super love group, because there was just so much love flowing from Solarum and the people, and they really helped me step forward in sharing this more.
Oh, wonderful, babe. Well done, lovely. I like the super love element of that, definitely.
Yes.
Anybody else got any questions, Udana, you want to ask in the comments? So what's next for you, babe? Are you seeing evolution? Do you think some more Facebook Lives in your own group?
Yes, I would love to. What I would love to try next is maybe offering with some of the people who are close to Solarum, because many people develop very unique and individual relationships with Solarum that goes beyond their relationship with me and beyond my understanding of their relationship with Solarum. But many of them have very connected relationships with Solarum. But I would love to be offering maybe to do short morning well, because we have people from all over the world, just whenever we can connect, but do little Facebook Live connections like this. I love that we can be here together speaking. It's always good for me to bring through a message from Solarum with someone there to help draw it through, with that energy to help draw it through. And so to be able to offer this and play with some of the Treehouse group members, that's what's next, is seeing how that works.
Fantastic. That's lovely. I'd like to see that. I'd like to be a part of that. Definitely you're joining.
Yes.
So shall we see if we can ask them some questions? Shall we see if we can bring them through?
I'm going to take a drink here.
Yeah, by all means, I have mine ready just in case. I've got a couple of questions. I thought
okay.
that would be to ask. No hurry,
Okay.
absolutely no hurry. You get ready and be comfortable.
Yes. No. And so, yes, I'll just ask you, you know, when you're doing it, and you're doing great here, just to speak slowly because of there's some,
Yeah.
and this is for me. And every time, usually, actually, I should just shut up because sometimes I try to set things up like this ahead of time, and then they come through and they're like, ignore her. we, we,
Lovely.
we don't need her messages. We don't need to set things up like this. So no worries. Let me get these off because I can't see without them. I'm very blind without them, but when they come through, that is not a problem. So I get rid of those. Yes, and that's actually, I used to wear contacts, but I don't wear the contacts anymore because I like the ease of being able to take them off and allow Solarum through, because I don't want my eyes pulled into a focus other than what they're bringing through. When they're coming through, I see and experience, well, through my inner eye, I would guess, very often when I'm doing this, there are images that are presented to me in the balcony, and especially when it's when it's an in-person group or when it is a one-on-one connection. Very often those visions that I have, if I'm able to share them afterwards with someone, then very often those images or those visions are important to them in either their understanding of the message more fully, or in the synchronicity of how that image will show up for them in their own life, which is very interesting. So I'll just kind of let you know that. And also, whenever I'm connecting with someone for the first time, and this is kind of fun because you've never been in one of the play groups. And so very often when I'm connecting with someone for the first time, I get the experience of their energy, their vibration, and it always comes through as a very unique signature to me, to see it and feel it. And so it's always so much fun to find the flavor of someone. yes, and to see the fullness of who they are. And so it's a very intimate experience for me because of connecting with the fullness of who someone is.
Oh,
so.
Wow.
All righty. So I will catch you on the flip side and I will bring them through. All righty?
Hey, darling. Okay.
Sindo shikando asito achianya ila shitaya. Shaya Fotia Shotia Fire. And we say welcome. Yes, welcome to you, dear one. We acknowledge you with great love. Yes? And how would you like to play today?
I'd love to play some questions and fun and exploration.
Yes.
Adventure.
Yes. Yes, we like that. And we would say that while you are in your physical beings, yes, all of you are there for the adventure. Yes? And for the fun of it. Yes? And we would say also you are there for the contrast, because that does call forth from you the desire for more. Yes, the desire to feel better. Yes, but overall it is for the adventure and the fun of it.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, many of us are becoming more and more aware that we're greater than these physical bodies, and that the multiverse is a greater place than this linear 3D Earth plane. Could you describe the energy that we have and that we are, and the dimensions and realms and the beings within them, including yourselves, and our relationships together with each other?
Yes, we can begin on this. Yes, we can begin on this. And we love this question. We love this question for the desire to have greater understanding of your place, yes, in the universe, and recognition of the other ways of being in your universe, yes, so that you can recognize this more, so that you can appreciate it and interact more, yes. We love this. We would say, though, yes, that the beginning of your question, when you were speaking about your place in this, yes, and your linear place and in your time-space continuum here, where you are in your physical experience, and that your energy in speaking about it was that this may be lesser than, yes, some of the others, but we wish to say to you that when you are in this physical position and you recognize that you are so much more, and you recognize that you are not only in your physical body, yes, but the bigger part of you is also beyond your physical body, yes. As you recognize this, and as you pull it all together, yes, as you go through the questioning and the contrast from your perspective of being a physical adventurer, you are contributing to the expansion of the universe, yes. You are contributing to the expansion of the universe. This is why you come forth, yes? Because we could all just stay, yes, happily in non-physical, yes? We could all just stay there, but that is not allowing for expansion, yes? That is not allowing for expansion. It is this adventure of putting yourself, yes, cramming part of yourself into this physical vehicle, experiencing the contrast, experiencing being told, being trained that you are only your physical, yes, but coming to the remembering that you are more. It is through this that you are creating expansion in the universe. And so we want you to recognize your importance, yes, your importance as you are here in physical, yes. And we would say that you would perceive it as multitudes, yes, multitudes in the heavens, in non-physical, who are cheering you on, yes, who are cheering you on, because we would say that it takes quite a bit of bravery. Yes, it takes quite a bit of bravery to go forth in this way as you have. Yes, and so we want to be here to help you to acknowledge your importance. Yes, your divine role in the expansion of the universe, no matter how small your life may seem to you, no matter how small anyone's life may seem, or how grand their life may seem, it is always more. Yes, it is always more. Now, we will say to you that as we get into discussing, yes, the different perspectives of beingness, yes. Now we recognize that there are many in physical who in their attempts to explain or bring into understanding what else is out there. Yes, they may use different terms. Yes, they may use different terms. They may speak of different realms. Yes, and this is all wonderful to help you grasp it. Yes, but we are coming to you from a more pure, yes, a more pure beingness of the one who is plural, yes, and we wish to acknowledge your ability to perceive in ways that help you, yes, perceive in ways that help you. And so very often you will find that we do not use the specific terms always, yes, that help, that you may recognize. Yes, you may recognize different terms to mean different things. And we will certainly affirm for you, yes, if you use those terms, if you are in the right track, yes, but we will say to you, yes, and so this will be without many of the terms that you are using, yes, but we are all one who is plural, yes, all of us, everything. We want you to broaden your mind. This means the rocks on your planet, yes, this means the fish and the birds. This means other planets. This means any variation of expression of spirit into something that is more akin to form. Yes? Everything. Yes? Everything. One who is plural. Now we would say that then to help create expansion, yes, to help create expansion in the one, there are singular extensions who come forth off of this. Yes, as a physical being, you are a singular extension into physical. We would say that there are groupings, yes, that come off of the one before your singular extension. Yes, so there are different levels. So in your singular extension, you are coming off of a grouping. You may perceive that grouping as a soul family. Yes, you may perceive different levels of groupings as an oversoul. Yes, but in essence, it is you may see it as a bubble off the side of the one. Yes, and then you have the different extensions coming off of that. Yes. Now we would say that when you are in physical and you are here and the bigger part of you remains in non-physical, yes, and it is only a small part of you that is focused into your physical body, yes, we would say that when you release your physical body, yes, and you go back up into your grouping, yes, there remains the essence, yes, of who you have been as this physical experience, yes, who you have been, that signature vibration, yes. We will say to you that that signature vibration does not come forth in that exact way at any other point. Yes? Does not come forth in that exact same way. Yes? But it remains, yes? It remains. It is the signature. It is the song that has been sung that continues being sung. Yes? Continues being sung. Now we also wish to insert here, yes, for your understanding, that time and space, this is in your perspective from physical, yes, but it is not included, yes, it is not a limitation from the perspective of spirit beyond physical, yes, and so although you see this point of view as being here in this time. Yes, you see time before, you see history, and you see the future. Yes, but we would say that from the point of spirit, there is not that limitation of time. Yes, there is not that limitation of time. And so, yes, you can connect with you at any point in your timeline that you would like. Yes, you can use this to your benefit on your journey. Yes, you can use this to your benefit on your journey. Now, we also wish to speak to you just a little bit, yes, about past lives. Yes, because this fits into what we are telling you. That certainly you perceive as past lives from your perspective, from your physical perspective, yes, because you are on the timeline, and so you do see as past lives. Now, we have told you that the singular expression of you who comes forth, yes, the singular expression of you who comes forth, who remains, yes, this song that has been sung, that continues to be sung, yes, that the past lives that you remember are not exactly that one spirit. Yes, so it is not just one spirit having different lives. Yes, because the one spirit that you recognize, yes, it is a singular extension from the one who is plural. Yes, and so past lives, an easier way for us to describe this for you, when you are coming forth into physical, yes, when you are coming forth into physical and you draw up blueprints, yes, the blueprints are drawn not just from your singular perspective though, yes, the blueprints are drawn from your grouping, yes, and from your groupings grouping. Yes, we would say that this goes on into infinity from your perspective. Yes, that the groups are interconnected and intergrouped. Yes, so when your blueprints are being created, and we say when because it helps for you to have these time concepts. Yes, but it is all one point. But as these blueprints are being created, yes, they are interconnected with the others who are playing at the same time, who you will be interacting with, yes. They are also, you can choose, yes, and these terms are very loose for your understanding, yes, but you are choosing the perspective that you will have while you are in physical, yes. You are choosing past lives that will connect and benefit you, yes. And so it is though you are choosing these connections, yes. So we would say that it is not as if you are this one spirit living different lives, yes. You are this one spirit who is also connected to all the others, yes. We would say that each one of you has access to the memories and the knowing of every other one who has been, yes. Each one of you has access, yes, but you will plan in this way, in creating this journey for yourself, yes, you will pack up some different lives. Oh, I will pack up this past life, yes, I will pack up this life because it will benefit me in this way, yes. And so, from your perspective, in physical, it will be as if, oh, those are my past lives, yes, but we will say that you pack them up with you as you go, yes?
Wonderful. Yeah,
Yes.
that's fantastic. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Yes. Yes.
Turning now to the individual evolution of each one of us here currently in this physical body, in this time space, to grow greater abilities and capabilities, such as you mentioned, teleportation, Levitation has always fascinated me. Telepathy, telekinesis, to grow our own abilities. Can we do that, and how could we do that?
Yes, yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do anything that you could imagine. Yes, you have access to creating. Yes. The biggest key for you from your physical perspective is this realization. Yes, this realization, and we would put the real part of realization in quotes. Yes, this realization that you are vibrational beings. Yes, you are vibrational beings. So your vibration, yes, can create in any way. So that your creation can, your vibration can create beyond the limits of form, can create beyond the limitations of your perception of science, can create beyond, yes, the limitations of the forces that you perceive. Yes, the forces of time. Yes, forces of space, gravity, all of that. You, as a vibrational being, can create beyond all of that. And so truly, that is the most important thing, for you to recognize yourself as a vibrational being and to begin to take this in more fully. Yes, because you have built up a lifetime of beliefs that you are only a physical being. Yes, and that there are certain rules and limitations to being a physical being. And we are here to help you kind of smash those rules and beliefs. Yes, we are here to help you smash those rules and beliefs. So there are so many of those beliefs in you, though. So for this reason, we are calling you into more community. Yes, more community from your physical perspective. Yes, we wish to acknowledge you for the community that you are creating. Yes, on your Facebook. Yes, this helps. You are able to get messages out to people that help them to remember. Whereas so often in your lives, most of you are surrounded by people who do not get it yet. Yes? So this is your opportunity to begin surrounding yourself. Yes? Putting out the call, letting your vibration put out the call with the knowing that you are able to be in connection with people who are getting it. Yes? With people who are getting it. And so you help to remind one another. You help to remind one another of who you truly be. Yes, of who you truly be and what's possible. And we invite you to gather the evidence. Yes, gather the evidence that is available for you. And it is available for you. And you have the technology to see what is going on with so many others in your world. And they may not have the same understanding as you do. Yes, but when you see people who are living in ways that appear magical, yes, that are breaking the rules that you have set in physical, yes, gather that evidence. Share that evidence with one another. Yes, when you have the experience, yes, of creating through your vibration, of being in the high vibration of love and appreciation and joy and awe. Yes, when you are in those vibrations, you are drawing to you more that is resonant with you in that vibration, and we invite you to share it. Yes, celebrate it. Celebrate it with others in community. This helps you to create your new belief system. Yes, this helps you to create the new belief system and sweep away the old beliefs. Yes, and we often refer to them as dirty socks. Yes, these old, limiting, maybe even painful beliefs. And these dirty socks can sometimes be hidden in all that is within your vibrational closet. Yes, but you will smell them. Yes, you will smell them. You will notice how they are stinking up your life. Yes, and so you can find them. You can clear them out. Yes.
Wonderful. 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 Thank you. I love it. Oh,
Yes.
going on from that then, to evolve as a planet, to worldwide become more than we are, I see us living in a twofold time space where we have the natural bioelectric field, the earth and all the beings, the rocks and the trees, as you say, connected in a symbiotic give take flow of energy, a relationship with energy and with ourselves and each other. And overlaid on that is this man-made matrix where a handful of people are apparently appointed as our government, and they make rules and laws. And then there's the fiscal monetary system that's in the control of a few hands. But to evolve and move beyond those ideas, those dirty old socks, is that possible? And how do we do that, Solarum?
Yes, yes, it is possible, because we would say to you that as you were describing to us, yes, as you were setting up this question and you were talking about them being overlaid, we would say, no, they truly aren't. Yes, they're only overlaid in your beliefs, in your perception. Yes, but they are faulty. They are false illusions that you do not need to choose. Yes, now you certainly can choose, and we would say that for most of you that has been your choosing, because you didn't really understand that you could choose something different. Yes, but we would say that your base layer that you were speaking of, yes, that symbiosis, yes, between all, yes, between the earth, between the beings, between those who remain fully non-physical, yes, or in other forms than your earth percepted forms, yes?
Yes.
That you are connected to all of it. Yes, you are connected to all of it. So if you wish to create change from the perception that is going on now, yes, you can do that through the acknowledgement that you are a vibrational being, that you are in connection with all others, yes, that from the vibration of love and appreciation, yes, from these high vibing vibrations, which the high vibing vibrations are actually at the core of all, yes? So this is source. This is the one. It is vibrating, it is pulsing love, and everything that is resonant with love, yes? And so all the rest is an illusion, yes? But you have become very good at creating these illusions that seem to be reality, yes? And so you are connected through it all. From your singular extension point, yes? By perceiving yourself, by understanding yourself as a vibrational being, by connecting to the love that you be at your core, yes, by connecting to the love that you be at your core and pulsing this out through the rest of the world, yes, whether you look upon what you love in the world, yes, or you put yourself into a vision of what you love, and you send out this feeling, and you recognize you are sending out this vibration. You are not limited in your ability to send it out. You are not limited by just 10 square feet around you. Yes, you can send this out everywhere because you are connected to everything. Yes, and so as you send out this vibration of love, it helps to raise others who are caught in a perception of not love. Yes, and as you come together in communities and you have fun, yes, you do not always have to be focused on creating chains. Yes, when you are having fun, when you are playing, you are sending out this vibration into the world. You are helping to as you would perceive, you are helping to heal what is sick. Yes, so you are helping to bring into alignment that which is out of alignment. Yes, and we would say that through this perception, as you begin to recognize yourself more as a vibrational being who is connected to all, yes, who is able to influence all through your high vibrations, you will begin to recognize that there is no one who has control over you in any way that you do not allow them to have control. Yes, but very often because of your beliefs, you are allowing them to have control, and you don't have to do that anymore. Yes. And it does take, from your physical perspective, it does take some shifting. Yes, it does take some shifting. It does take clearing out your closet. Yes, but it is possible. And when you feel frustrated with it, yes, we would invite you to just take a breath. Yes, take a breath, sit back. Maybe you need a nap. Yes, that is great. Whatever you need, do not push yourself too much. Yes, it will not all come to you at once. Yes, if it all came to you at once, you would have no reason to remain in physical. Yes,
right.
You would have no reason to remain in physical. Yes, and so don't worry yourself that you need to be this perfect being who is always getting it. Yes, because you just wouldn't be here anymore. Yes. And so you get to have the fun of learning, growing, recognizing. Yes, we like that when you recognize, oh, wait, that's off. Oh, wait, I can do better. Yes.
That's wonderful.
And you get to have the fun of playing with it. Yes.
It is fun to play with. It really is. I can see why we choose to come. I can.
Yes.
Bless you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Does anybody else have any questions, Sarah?
Well, we will allow this, yes, to wrap up. We acknowledge you, yes, for bringing forth these questions, and we acknowledge you for the clarity of your vibration that helped to bring it forth. Yes, the clarity of your vibration that helped to bring it forth. We wish to acknowledge you again, yes, for being a light in your world. Yes, for drawing to you community. Yes, this is an important factor in the living of your life at this time. Yes, and so we wish to acknowledge you for this. We wish for all of you, yes, all of you who hear this, all of you who are picking up the bits and pieces of messages, yes, have fun with it. Play more, yes, love more, appreciate more, and enjoy this journey. And know that we are with you, yes? Know that you each have specific beings, and we could go on forever, yes, and we will not, but we would say you each have specific beings who are here to help you on this journey. Yes, you have a team behind you. You are not in this alone. You have a team behind you who is cheering for you, who is caring for you. Yes, and please know that we are a part of that team. Yes, and we are with you in great love, always, and in all ways. Yes.
Thank you. I love you.
Oh, wow.
I'm tingling. I feel fantastic. That was so beautiful, babe. That was really beautiful.
Oh, wow. That felt great.
How was the balcony? Did you get a ball of a tree or a swing?
Oh, I do not remember a tree or a swing this time. I just feel like so, I'm still so tingly after that, kind of trying to come back here. But
okay.
But what I can say is that, wow, okay, so to have your vibration being the one in inviting them in, your vibration was one of such awe. It was wonderful, and I it's hard to put it into words because I can feel it, and I have a sense of it in all ways, but awe, delight is part of what I recognize as your signature vibration. I thank you for.
Did you enjoy that as well?
Oh, I did. I really did. It was fun because it felt like, and I'll have to go back and listen because I don't pick up on the words as much as I do on the vibration, but it felt like your questions helped open doors to answers. I don't know, maybe in easier ways. It just helped to open it up a little bit more in ways that may help people to perceive anew and maybe to get some new insights into what's going on with us here. So
it does feel like we're on the cusp of something quite big, as though there's about to be a big shift and more people will
yes,
embrace their own energy
yes,
and create. And we kept saying vibration is creation, and just to think how much we can create in these higher level frequencies. Wonderful.
yes, yes.
Bless you.
Woo. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. And this is like great for me to see that this can work on this live feed. So that's wonderful.
Better, yeah.
Yeah.
I think more people ask more questions and want to join in, and I can't wait to watch this over and over.
Oh wow. I
Thank
so
you
appreciate it, dear.
I really enjoyed it. It's been so much fun.
Thank you. And thank you to the people who joined us.
Yeah, we have 6 viewers. That's wonderful. Thank you.
And those who will see it after.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. God bless you. Well, I'll leave you for now then, my love. Thank you so much again.
Right.
And we'll chat soon. I'll phone you. I'll call you.
Okay. Sounds good.
Bye-bye, Angel.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.